Hey everyone, it's WHM Brickbros back with another video, and today we have our 7th mini mock. Finally got it right. I checked. It should be our 7th. If I'm wrong, then I don't know. I'll make sure I'll have it right again next time. But it should be our 7th. And this time I'm doing an Endore MOC. Now, you may think Endore's kind of weird to have because you only see it on screen very little. So I'm not going to create like a one from like the movies because I just don't have the figures to do that. But this is one that I'm thinking maybe when they were building the Death Star or something. Basically, we got a Scout Trooper, Imperial Troop Transport. You got a tree that is meant to just kind of go up and up and up, but I cut it off because I don't have the pieces. And, you know, it'd be really big. It's Endore, so it's going to come way over. But then over here, you got a crash speeder, and I used a light brick to create kind of a nice effect. But you cannot see it on camera. I've tried and tried, and you cannot see it on camera, no matter what I do with the lighting. But basically, we're going to get into it like I do with every mini mock. So we're going to start over here, down in front. We've got one Mandalorian. This is the blue one from the Mandalorian Battle Pack. He's fighting off the commander up here, I guess. He's up there, coming around. You've got some really nice greenery around the sides. And then up along the tree, you've got a Scout Trooper kind of like going up and over. I really like the way it looks. It's really nice looking. And then coming down here, you've got the doors closing after this guy fell out and has been crushed. That's the mortar or heavy artillery trooper. Up in here, you've just got some more greenery. A lot of this was really hard to do. Most of it's just kind of placed on and built in groups and then placed on. It's really hard to do greenery that looks good. I'm actually really happy with the way this turns out. It's very overgrown, and I'm really happy with it. Over here, you've got the explosion from this newly crashed speeder. You've got just some parts lying around, and this Imperial Stormtrooper is just getting flung back right here, as you can see. And then up here, you'll notice all around to the side, you'll notice there's another Mandalorian using their like grappling hook, pulling this Mandalorian, or this, sorry, not Mandalorian, this Stormtrooper down. Around here, you've got another Mandalorian here. I'll turn it. There's this Mandalorian on it with a jetpack. He's the big Mandalorian. He's gonna shoot that guy or that guy, whatever. One of those. Then right here, you do have another Mandalorian who's gonna try to do the same thing to this Scout Trooper as the one over the speeder over as the one over there. That's basically kind of the story. This trooper transport is trying to deliver troops to, or maybe some precious cargo in here, to the base that's just a couple of miles ahead. And the Mandalorians have come in and tried to capture the base, or not the base, this transport. Maybe it has some like Beskar on it or something. But basically, I'm gonna actually remove the trooper transport, just to give you a better look at the path. So you can remove that Scout Trooper, or not, what am I doing? That Stormtrooper. And coming over here, and you'll notice that there's like, I used a lot of medium nougat. I have a lot of extra from my Fenway Park. Not a lot, actually, I don't have that much extra. But I'm gonna put this back over there at this point. Speaking of which, sorry for that not putting out an update this week. I don't have a lot of progress, and I'm waiting on an order. So, I will not do one this week, but I should get one out next week. So basically, you've got some grays and greens mixed in with the basic nougat. And then you've got the Mandalorian set up here. You'll notice a mortar trooper, heavy artillery, mortar trooper, whatever you want to call him. And then you'll notice right there, I just dropped him. A lot of it just kind of sprays around, and that's because this is built in clumps. So you'll notice this is just like a clump over here. This is just a clump. that just sits right here. It's pretty plain. It sits right here. It looks really good when you just kind of set them in there. And then I personally don't love the way that looks. Throw this guy on top. Looks so much better. This tree was really hard to make. I am very limited on my brown pieces. And so basically, this is the tree that I came up with. And you'll see the Scout Trooper piece there, but just a lot of just random colors. I really actually am happy with the way this turned out. It's not the greatest looking tree, and then around the back is just hollow. But it gets the job done, and actually from certain angles it looks really good. I'm really happy with what I was able to come up with there. And then what I've done is just taken one of those new pieces from that battle pack, or minifigure pack, and stuck it there. And then the Scout Trooper can go along there. And then you can place your Trooper transport here. The doors are closing, like I said, if you were wondering why that is the way it is. And then you can place your Mandalorian right here. So that is pretty much my mini mock. Not a lot to it. It took me a long time, though, to get the greenery just right. Because, you know, it's really hard. I'm not good with this. I'm way better with just bases and that kind of thing. But, you know, I think it turned out really nice in the end. I'm really happy with the mock. It may not be my greatest mock I've made. I really like the one I made with the whole, like, Last Stand mock. That was probably my best mock. But this is less of a mini mock and more of, like, what my more regular size mock is. And that's just because I kind of got carried away with this. It was really hard. I had green base plate. I don't have any other green pieces except for the ones that I'm using for Fenway. And I didn't really want to steal those at the time. And then I realized that I could use a bunch of nougat and put them back. And so it turned out to be much bigger because I have a giant green base plate like this. But it really wasn't meant to be this big. And I'm just really happy with the way it turned out. I think it looks really good. I think I did a pretty good job considering the pieces that I have. Really, this is only some just random greenery that I have, and then the pieces from the wreath set I bought. I bought that set just for the greenery. And I'm not a huge fan of that set, but I did do it for the greenery. The greenery wasn't as good as I thought, but I think it was worth it. Because, you know, I was able to display it around Christmas time, and now I've destroyed it for this purpose. I think that I'm really happy with the way this Trooper Transport turned out. As you may have noticed, I tiled it off and made it a little nicer. I did do an improvement on this a while back. I did not tile off the top because this is a mock, so I'm going to make some minor adjustments. But I did do some of the improvements like the doors and this turret back here. I covered up a lot of light gray, replaced it with some dark gray because I just didn't love the way I was looking for this case. But overall, I really like this, and I'm really happy that I was able to get an Endore MOC out there because, you know, that's not kind of my thing. I don't usually do mocks like this. Usually my mocks are just all gray. But I was able to pull this one off, so I'm really happy about that. If you like any kind of content like this, any kind of Lego Star Wars, I've got it for you. So please hit that subscribe button. I've got a mini mock coming out every Wednesday. And then I should have the Fenway updates every Sunday. I don't know. I'll try. It's gonna be tough to like get it out every Sunday. Maybe I'll do every other just because the way pieces ordering just works these days. From Bricklink. And then I'll have any other content improvements, decals, whatever. That's all gonna come out on Fridays now because I'll basically have a 3-tiered system. A lot of times I think it'll be maybe 2 because, you know, Fenway's hard to film a lot of stuff, and I don't work great when I time-lapse myself doing stuff. I don't know why, but it is the way it is. I will time-lapse a bunch of stuff for this week since I did miss out this last week. I should get the green moss or most of it done for next week, hopefully, if I get the pieces in. Now, that's the question. If you don't see one next week, it's just because I don't have the pieces. In that case, I'll have a really big one for the next week. Bricklink has been finicky lately, so don't expect too much from that. But without further ado, hit that like button if you like this video. Please consider subscribing. And that's going to be about it for this video. This is WHM Brick Bros signing off. I'll see y'all guys next time.